Hello everyone and welcome to your 30-minute Pilates class with me, April. I hope you're all okay today. It's very hot and sunny where I am, and I hope it's very hot and sunny wherever you are as well. We've got a 30-minute full body Pilates class. I say full body, we're going to work more on the legs and the glutes and the lower back today. There's a lot of requests for this in my face-to-face classes lately, so I thought I'd bring it to here as well. As always, please be very careful with the exercises that you perform. If you have any pre-existing injuries, then please, you know your own limits. Work within them, stay within them, push yourself a little bit, but we never push to the point of pain. You might feel your muscles burn or a little bit of an ache, but we never want pain. Never, ever, ever. So, come down and lay down and relax. Let's take this Monday afternoon to switch off. Don't forget, this is always saved to the page as well, so we never ever miss a class. You can always come back to this if you can do half bits, etc. But first of all, now drop the shoulders, relax, and then just rock side to side within the hips. Breathe in and out. So just squeeze up. Oh, I'm back. I think everything's all good. Oh, just give me 1 second, sorry. Oh, hopefully I'm back now. So, I'm not quite sure what's gone on. Am I here or am I not? But 1 second. Oh, I'm back now. Oh, apparently I was gone. Okay, I'm back. Back in business. Right, everyone. I don't know if what I was just saying for the past God knows how long. So everything I think I've just been saying, no one heard. So we are going to do a Pilates for lower back, legs and glutes. So let's get going. We're going to have the feet hip width apart. How to find hip width. Knees and feet together, heels out, toes forward and relax that lower back. Give it a little wiggle, make sure it's comfortable. Now upper body always needs to be relaxed. Hands down, and then we're going to push the lower back into the mat. Let's just do this first. This is a really lovely way to just let the lumbar spine breathe. Our lumbar spine is fixed, hence why it gets so much tension, and also middle point of our bodies, it's going to be really hard to relax. So we are going to relax. So tuck the pelvis under. Breathe. Good. And just do a few more of these. And let's do 2 more. And relax. And then tuck pelvis under and lift up, down, and lift into our glute bridges, and then come back down. When we come back down, we want to roll the pelvis and the back all the way back down to the floor. We don't want to just come down to the floor like this. Our lower back would hate that. It's a lot of pressure and tension on it. So if we tuck first, so what we've just done is when we just tucked it under and held it under, and then we squeeze up, and then we lower down. So we tuck under and lift, and come down. And lower. Try and keep the hips still, so the hips sort of stay facing up towards the ceiling. For me, for example, I have one hip higher than the other. When I come down, my hips always tilt to the left. Don't know why this happens. It's very frustrating, but that's how my body works, and most women do have that problem, unfortunately. So just take your time and don't try and force anything. Let's do 4 more. So tuck under and lift, and come down. Let's do 3. And down, and 2. And down. And last one. And down. Good. Bring the head pillow back, just to stretch off the hips. Left leg long, right foot over, and rock over. Feel that stretch all within the back. So I like to do some stretches right at the beginning of the class, because you can check in with your body and see where it's sore. If you're feeling this more in your thigh, in your hip, in your lower back, maybe in your glutes, maybe you've got bad sciatica and it's playing up lately, this might feel really good. So it's good to always stretch at the beginning of the class, because then you can check in with your body and see what you need to work, or maybe see what you need to not work too hard at. So enjoy the stretches. I always do them for a reason. And let's hold it for 3, 2, 1. Come back. Realign those hips. Right leg long. Left foot on and rock over. And then come and relax. Good. So to work now into the backs of the legs, and let's just get them warmed up. Let's extend that left leg long. Now, pelvis is obviously tipping now, because we've got one foot on the floor and one leg long. So we just want to make sure that the lower back is still nice and secure. So just be aware of that and make sure you're not folding over too much to the left. and then push through the heel and lift up and lower down. So you're just pushing through the heel the whole time. You're going to feel a bit of a stretch in the left hand side of that leg, but that's fine. It's just to warm up the hamstrings. And let's do 3, 2, 1. Now, if you felt that in your left thigh, that's fine. Left ankle over the right knee. Push the left knee out to the side. And relax. Right leg is long and lift up and down. Just keep going. Leg doesn't have to be straight. And 3, 2, 1. And then that right ankle and push the right knee out to the side. And release. Good. We're going to an exercise now which is quite intense, to be quite honest, for the glutes and the lower legs and the upper leg, sorry, the hamstrings. If you have any pre-existing back problems and you know, or you just feel like this is going to be way too much for you, then I will give you an alternative, okay? And again, please make sure you listen to your body on this one. We're going to remove the head pillow and then take the left ankle over the right knee, and we're going to squeeze up and down. Now, what happens when we do that is obviously one side of the body has a way more going on than the other side. And if you have a bad lower back, you might feel like your back is going to break. Sometimes when I had bad back years ago, I couldn't do this one. It really hurt me and it pinched and it did more harm than good. If that's the case with you, that's fine. You can still join in, but I would recommend squeezing the pelvic floor muscles and pushing the lower back into the floor and lifting up maybe just halfway, holding it there and then gently lowering back down. Because what that's going to do is going to release the lower back muscles and still work it, but just not as intense. So, left ankle over right knee, drop the shoulders, relax the jaw, back of the head. We never want tension anywhere else within the body when we're working mild apart. The right foot is flat down to the floor. We don't want it to be over too much or the ankle to be out of line. The right ankle is in line with the right toes and the knee and the hip. This left knee doesn't need to be pushed out too much, because what happens is we push over too far and it's even harder to lift up. Okay, so as long as you feel comfortable, that's all that matters. As a rule of thumb, quickly as well, this right foot, if it's too close in towards your body, you're going to hurt your shin, and if it's too far away, you are definitely going to be able to hurt your lower back. Again. Now I'm back. Okay, right, nearly lost you all then. Let's go. So tuck the pelvis under, lift and lower. And again, lift up and lower. Carry on. I've got a message, so I'm just checking. I'm all good. Amazing. Pilates is very good if you've got sciatica. It will help release tension. Yoga is also very good for sciatica because you're opening up the muscles. But Pilates will definitely help. In fact, if you have really bad sciatica, what you could do is just hold this, not move up and down. Let's do 3, 2, and 1, and come down and relax. So just quickly, whilst we're going to the other side, When you have sciatica, it's a nerve going from your lower back down your glute into the right side of your leg. And I have suffered with sciatica before, and I couldn't sleep because of it. It's very, very, very uncomfortable. So I do feel for you if you have sciatica. However, what we need to do is exercises that release the tension from that lower back working into the glute, into the hamstring. And the exercises that are good for that is this one, and one we've just done, this one. Because why? Because you're opening up and you're stretching all of that side of the body. Usually sciatica goes down the right side more than the left. I've heard that from a lot of people, and that's my own personal experience as well. So if that's the case with you, make sure that you do stretch both sides, so you're not just focusing on one side, because what happens is one side gets very lazy, so it needs to be worked equally. Okay, so I hope that's helped you all. Let's go over to the other leg. So the right foot's flat on the floor, and whatever side you didn't do before, we'll do now. I got confused then. So drop your shoulders away from the ears and relax the head and the neck. And if you want, you can just hold this exercise if you've got sciatica. And then we're going to squeeze up. If you want to do a little bit more hard work for the glutes and the lower back, we can do this. Now, just remember, you might need to move that foot around. Up and down, good. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and release. Now to stretch off, push through the heels, drop the shoulders. Breathe in and out. And release the feet. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Push through the heels once again. And release. Good. Now, after what we've just worked, it's also really good to release these tight hamstrings. So let's take the hands behind the lower back, drop the shoulders, push through the heel, and exhale, lift up. So again, if you have sciatica or you just have a lot of, you feel like you've got so much tension in the backs of your hamstrings, these stretches will help you. I tell people all the time, and if you're new here, enjoy this information, but if you're not new here, I'm sorry, because you're probably sick of this information, but 9 times out of 10, a bad back is actually caused from having very tight legs, because your back just gets pulled, all the muscles get pulled all the time, and your back just finally says, sorry, I can't do this anymore. So you need to stretch off the backs of your legs as much as you can, especially after walking, doing any physical activity, because your legs just need a good stretch. They can only take so much, and all that build-up in tension causes so much build-up in tension in this part of the body. So take the hands behind the right leg, drop the shoulders, relax your neck, and push. And release. Good. And now just rock with the knees and with the hips side to side. And relax. Good. Push through those heels. Now, when you push through the heels, you might feel like a sense of relief in your calf muscles and in your ankles, which again could be the reason why you have a few lower back problems, hip problems, is because of all the stress in your legs. And release. Inhale, drop shoulders. Exhale. And relax. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. And relax. Last one. And release. Good. Okay, let's do some more bridges. This time we're going to lift up and hold for a minute. If you feel like you can't do this, that's absolutely fine. You can give yourself a little break, and I will tell you when we're halfway. You want to make sure that your head is flat wherever, whatever surface you're using. Shoulders are down. And first of all, we're going to have our feet nice and wide, turning the toes out, which is going to work more into the glutes. Depending on the position of your feet will depend on what area of the body we work when we do a bridge. So we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck under, lift up, squeeze. Just close your eyes if you want to. Keep breathing in and out. We are nearly halfway. 3 seconds and we're halfway, so keep going. If you need to have a break, have a break. "15 seconds to go. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Well done. Push through the heels, arms overhead. And release. Now just give yourself a second to just breathe in and out. You might have felt a little burn within the glutes and in the lower back. Also as well, if you have weak glutes, that can pull on your lower back. And same if you have your glutes are too strong, muscles are too strong, it can pull on your lower back. Your lower back takes a lot in life, sadly, bless it. So by doing these stretches a little bit here and there, yoga is also very good. Will really help you, I promise. It is a really, really, really good exercise to do Pilates, especially when you're using stretches as well. When you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed or just throughout the day, if you remember, try and touch your toes. The more you open up your muscles, the easier obviously everything becomes. But don't do it when your body is cold. You want to warm up a little bit first, so then your muscles are a lot more pliable. Let's now keep this left leg really long and place a right ankle above or below the knee. It can't be on the knee. Now, when you do this, you might find that your left hip and glute are trying to lift off the floor. We're going to keep it down and inhale, exhale, push the right knee out and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Hold it here. Again, quite good for sciatica because you're opening up all the leg muscles that you need to work. And lift it up. Relax those hips, right leg long, left ankle over right knee, and push the left knee out to the side. Drop the shoulders. and release. And we've got a few minutes left, and what we're going to do is nothing. Isn't that such a lovely thing to do sometimes when we're busy rushing around, just doing nothing? So drop the shoulders, relax your toes and your feet, the ankles are back, and the legs. Just breathe in and out. Just relax everything. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Stretch your body. Arms overhead, push through those heels. Breathe in. And out. Hold the knees in towards the chest. Remember, if you have a bad back, sciatica, let that back relax all the time as best you can. Wear proper fitting shoes, it really, really helps. Roll your foot, be wary of how you walk in. Hot baths with bath salts really help to relax the muscles as well. Epsom bath salts, very good for that. Magnesium as well helps. Don't do that. And then walk over onto one side. And sitting up nice and tall, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, stretching the fingertips out. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And thank you all very much for joining me. I'm really sorry about the technical issues, but this will be saved to the page and you can come back to visit it at any time you wish. I am back live with you all next Monday at 12:30. Have a wonderful week and enjoy the sunshine. Bye bye.